That kind of nerd. Let's start the show with comics, movies, and technology. Here we go, bringing you the segments that you're looking for, like Cape Talk, Screen to Stream, Tech Perspective, and more. Cast this nerd degree and the Blockbuster. Welcome to the club, cause you're that kind of nerd.
Welcome, everyone, to the That Kind of Nerds podcast, a weekly show that tells you what is going on in the nerdy world. I am CJ Mellon, joined by Brian Thornton. And wait a minute, what's that? Josh Burns!
What up?
Oh my god, the Burnstons are back!
The Burnstons are back.
We've missed you.
Well,
it's Burnstons, bitch.
And I think I was very clear earlier today when I said I miss you boys. Like this is I don't know, this is my favorite part of the week. So not being here for 2 weeks was rough.
Well, I know the listeners missed you as well, so it's good to have you back.
Forget about the listeners for 1 second, Josh. It was rough on me. Okay? Don't you ever do that to me again.
Okay. I'll do my best. I will.
Just line up Christian to come back on to come on and host while you're on.
That's right. That's what we'll do. We'll just have Christian on instead of me.
All right, well, listen, we're just going to dive headfirst right into this. So if this is your first episode of That Kind of Nerd, hello and welcome. Go check out intro.thatkindofnerd.com, and then you can dive on into this one. But because it is a new month, the month of August is coming up. Therefore, Brian masterfully pulled out a Farmer's Almanac and put together this month's Blockbuster.
This Friday is August 2nd.
Wait, is this Friday, August 2nd?
Nothing's happening August 2nd. So moving on.
How dare you, sir? I am excited for this movie. How dare you?
Which movie is that? Is it Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw Electric Boogaloo?
Come on.
JSK, right? We got the JSK in the house.
It's going to be amazing. JSK.
We got JSK and we got, what would it be? It would be DJP. Dwayne Johnson's known for punching.
It's true. We have to determine that The Rock is known for punching and Jason Statham is known for kicking.
I'm not behind DJ, but
oh, come on.
Listen,
DJP does some P.
I think that we can all agree that based on Jason Statham kicking the top off a bottle means
he is known for kicking.
He's known for kicking.
Jason Statham is known for kicking. Yeah.
JSK
has been confirmed. Listen, I am excited for this movie in a way that I haven't been in a while. And honestly, the last time I was this excited for a dumb movie was The Meg, where I'm like, I cannot wait to see how dumb this movie is.
This is not a dumb movie. Stop it.
No,
stop it.
Hold on. You're telling me pulling down the helicopter isn't dumb?
I'm telling you.
The rest of it I'm on board with, dude.
Any Fast and Furious production is going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
So
I'm not doubting that.
But
turn off the brain cells and enjoy your movie. Hobbs and Shaw, we're all in.
The week after is August 9th. That Kevin Costner dog movie comes out. The Art of Racing in the Rain.
Hard pass.
There's that Kevin Costner dog movie.
Kevin Costner is voicing a dog, and Milo, whatever his name from This Is Us,
he's going to be a
race car driver.
It's Milo.
Oh yeah, it's Milo Ventimiglia. Yeah.
Yes.
And he's all like, "I'm a good boy, but I like being a good boy.
I'm a dog who obviously has smoked a lot of cigars and drinking scotch." It's terrible.
I'm gonna go chase Al Capone because that's what I do.
At first, I thought it was Dennis Quaid because he already is doing a voiceover for a dog movie, and then I realized it was Kevin Costner. Yes, he is.
He's in A Dog's Purpose. He's not the voice of the dog.
Okay, well, whatever. Carry on.
He's the owner of the dog. Get your dog facts straight.
Sorry. Yeah, hard pass
Better
on this one.
check yourself.
He's still hard passing.
More importantly, Dora the Explorer and the Lost City of Gold comes out August 9th.
No.
This is the new Indiana Jones franchise, people.
No, I shouldn't.
It's going to happen.
Dora in puberty is a no-no.
Yeah, I'm with you, CJ. Dora should be like a little girl. Like she shouldn't.
Dora should be a kid, and it should be kid friendly.
Yeah.
And that
she
should be
is a kid. She's just like a 14-year-old kid.
That's not a kid.
Yeah, I'll never see this movie. I feel good about confidently saying I don't ever want to see it. I feel good about that.
Yeah, fair enough.
August 9th
Yes.
also has a movie come out that I might actually see that has the bane of my existence in it.
What, Jack
The
Black?
Kitchen with Melissa McCarthy comes out on
Oh.
August
What
9th.
the fuck is The Kitchen?
You saw the trailer for it.
I didn't see
So
it.
you both saw the trailer for it, and I said, "Ill Melissa McCarthy," and you said, "Dude, watch the trailer. Watch the trailer."
Isn't that a heist movie?
It's based on a graphic novel where they become mob kingpins.
Oh, yeah. No, never mind. This does look pretty cool.
I'm on point. Yeah,
Elizabeth
I'm
Moss.
in. I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
yes.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I want to see this. Sorry, I forgot.
Who co-stars?
Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish, Elizabeth Moss.
Wow, you kind of lost me at Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, I hate her too.
You're not a
but-
fan. But it looks
I don't know.
good.
Okay.
Looks good.
August 14th, you get to be angry though with some birds for the second time. Angry Birds movie
Nope.
2.
Nope.
Negative. I didn't see the first one.
No. Well, look,
I don't think you're missing anything.
clearly not. No.
Speaking of movies where none of us are going to see, August 16th, Good Boys comes out.
Oh, no, this is the one with the kids that swear and
Yeah, it's the one with
yeah.
kids who are going to a makeout party or something ridiculous
Yeah,
like
like
that.
super bad, but with preteen boys. No, thank you.
Children in peril is a problem for me. Is this that?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm out. I'm a hard pass. No.
Speaking of children in peril, Gerard Butler's in peril. When an angel has fallen,
Are they making a fucking third one?
master of segues.
No.
And speaking of movies that nobody asked for,
This is unacceptable.
My wife. And
my
I-
wife.
Thank you.
My wife.
My wife and I love this franchise. It's our guilty
it's
pleasure.
awful.
It's
No.
our guilty. Listen, it's bad. We understand
Olympus
that.
Has Fallen is a decent one.
Yes.
The other, no, London
the
Has
other-
Fallen is garbage.
London Fallen is terrible, but I watch them anyway. I'm going to see this.
This is a
I'm-
garbage franchise.
It is, but I'm still going to see it.
Ugh.
Some me and my wife do. This is our movie thing. Just let it be.
My
Anyway, my point is, after August 2nd, the honeymoon is over, the summer movie season's done,
Yeah.
and we can all go back to hating ourselves.
wife. It's actually it's very sad. I'm gonna miss all the good movies, and they're all.
Well, here's the best part, Josh. They're all going to be coming out on DVD and
Ugh.
VOD very shortly.
Especially one that just broke a record of some kind.
Oh, it did break a record, a global record.
It's so exciting. Fuck you, James Cameron.
That's right.
He's had to congratulate Marvel 2 times.
Did he actually congratulate them this time?
He did.
Eat a whole bag of dicks. I don't care if you nibble on the corner. I don't care if you take them out one by one and gobble them down. I don't give a shit. But eat a whole bag of dicks.
Ah,
Wow.
I was
all right.
so happy when they
For
announced
those of
that.
you who are playing the home game, that means that Marvel's Avengers Endgame has now surpassed Avatar
That's
as
right.
the highest grossing movie.
You realize they held on to that information, that box office tally, until Comic-Con. What a freaking just Marvel swinging its giant appendage around.
I think what's really important here is that Brian called this months ago.
Oh yeah, well yes. He has been actively rooting for it.
Oh, he has been very staunch in his support of this film. And
yeah, it's all right.
and he was super excited about the overtaking of Avatar.
So Brian, here's my question: because it's the second highest grossing movie of all time,
It is the highest grossing movie of all time, Dickweed.
No, I'm talking about Avatar now.
Okay.
What is
You're
it gonna
still a dickweed, though.
What is it gonna take to get it the fuck off that list?
It's never going to get off the list.
No.
I mean, it's just not.
Yeah, it's
but
gonna
I'm
be
happy
there.
with it being number 2. I really am.
Yeah, when you consider like the rest of the top 10 are all Marvel movies, who gives a shit?
When you look at the top 10, 7 out of 10 of them are owned by Disney.
Yep.
2 by Universal, 1 by Paramount,
And 2 by James Cameron.
and 2 by James Cameron.
No,
2 by James
I don't
Cameron,
even want to hear.
and
I don't even want to
Whoa.
hear the word Titanic
but
ever
here's,
again.
here's the best part: 2 by James Cameron and 2 by the Russo brothers, because Infinity War is in the top 10 grossing
yes,
movies of
yes,
all
it
time.
is. Wow, that is
So-
a Titanic achievement for those two guys. Very good
Yeah.
job on that.
Here's
you just
why
said
this is-
Titanic on
Oh, did I?
purpose.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was a slip. of the-
Here's why this is exciting,
Please.
gentlemen. Avatar took 10 months, 4 re-releases
Yeah.
to get the record that it got.
Right.
Avengers did it in 3 months?
No time. Yeah,
3 months with
with
only
one
re-release.
with one re-release.
that's right.
Yes.
No one is going to top that record.
And I'm not even sure that re-release. I'm not even sure that re-release is complete.
Yeah,
yet.
I know it's not. And I mean, I barely would call it a re-release. It's more footage at the end of
Right.
after the credits.
Right.
But
Right.
whatever, semantics. My point is, so happy. I'm so happy.
Well, then let's continue to ride this train and let's talk about the world of comics, see how it's affecting those TVs and movies in a segment that we call Cape Talk.
Cape Talk.
As you probably saw on our social media page, Jesus, Comic-Con just wrapped up this week, and Marvel, they came and they showed up, and they're like, hey, you thought no one was going to say anything this Comic-Con? Here you go! And they just dropped the entire Phase 4 in our laps and said, all right, talk to you later, bye, and just left with everyone speechless. So there's a lot to cover. We're not going to spend the whole episode covering it, so we'll talk about this in the next coming weeks, but we got a lot of things announced. So from what I can tell, we've got 11 things officially announced by Marvel. So buckle up, here we go. We've got the Black Widow movie coming in May of 2020, Eternals in November of 2020. The fall of 2020, we will now have the Disney Plus series Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We will have Shang-Chi in February of 2021 as an official movie. We will have WandaVision, a very weird, they said very weird show on Disney Plus surrounding Scarlet Witch. We have the spring of 2021 Loki also showing up on Disney Plus. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, May of 2021. And summer of 2021, the What If series on Disney Plus, followed by Hawkeye, a fall of 2021. He was also going to be on Disney Plus. And November 5th, in 2021, Thor, Love and Thunder. And the final announcement at the end of the panel kind of took everyone by surprise. Mahershala Ali has been cast as Blade.
Oh my God, I cannot wait.
With a movie that is TBD, but that's the stuff that is officially announced.
So,
like other movies, but those are the official announcements from Marvel.
I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
I need you to go back to the Shang-Chi movie and actually read the whole title
Sure,
of the
yeah,
movie.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I was going to bring that up, Brian, because
You know what that means?
I do know what that means, but tell us what that means.
I get the Mandarin. I get the Mandarin right. I get the Mandarin done right. I'm so excited.
They said that they've been planning that, since the beginning.
Bullshit.
Listen. There's a lot of bullshit happening within this, but yes,
They're definitely lying liars. What lie? For sure.
Yes,
yeah.
Well, okay, so let's talk about this, because here's the fun part about this panel too. They brought out the actor who was, unfortunately, I don't have his name, who was cast for Shang-Li, and they said, "So what? What's it been like being
Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi, I'm sorry, Shang-Chi." So they brought out the actor who was cast to play the title role of Shang-Chi. And I said, what's it like being in the Marvel, the family now? And he goes, I got notice that I was getting this role on Tuesday. So I've been in the Marvel family for like 4 days.
From what I understand, he's been like fighting to be in this movie for a long time, though.
He's a relatively unknown Canadian actor, and he apparently has the credentials for this. And guys, he's a huge fan of Marvel. He posted a picture of him on stage with everybody. They were all taking a photo, and Benedict Cumberbatch just had his arm on his shoulder, and the whole caption was, he's touching me, he's touching me, he's touching me. So guy's clearly a fan.
Maybe he's just a Benedict Cumberbatch fan.
And I think Shang-Chi's great, but like Mahershala Ali as Blade,
that's a huge thing.
That's the thing I cannot wait for.
No, the man's an Oscar winner.
He's an Oscar winner. Obviously, he's amazing. I've never seen him in a role where I didn't think, oh fuck, that guy's amazing. But between Moonlight, between Luke Cage, like he's the star of the show, and him as Blade. Oh my God, I got to tell you, I'm fully tumescent.
Yeah, too bad you're going to have to wait almost 3 years for it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't give a shit. I'm just going to be hard for 3 years.
Well, here's the other thing I thought was kind of interesting about that and that casting. Brian, this officially kills your hope that they will reboot the Charlie Cox Deadpool family and all those shows and put them on Hulu, and those guys will still be there because Mahershala Ali played a character in Luke Cage, and now he's going to be playing Blade. And I don't see Kevin Feige abiding by that. They may still get those shows back, but not with that same cast, not that same universe, not that same grittiness.
So okay. First and foremost, sure.
Okay, here goes Brian. All right.
Okay.
Secondly, you're telling me there's not two people who kind of look alike in the entire world? That makes no freaking sense.
CJ. He's about to tell you to fuck off.
I mean, you can go fuck directly on. Like,
It's not happening, man. I'm sorry. They even sold the props.
no, I want you to realize that Kevin Feige can do whatever the hell he wants.
It's not happening, dude.
It won't matter. He will fix it and explain it away. And that character is dead. So we never have to worry about the two being on the
It's just
screen
not gonna
together.
happen, dude.
Brian, I think CJ's probably right.
I mean, you're holding on
Listen.
real tight. I get it, but like you gotta let
listen.
it go.
I understand. I understand.
I
your
am not
opinion.
gonna lie.
I understand your opinion, and I agree that Kevin Feige can do whatever he wants. But I think CJ's right here.
I am not gonna lie. I do not give a shit about the Luke Cage show. I just want Daredevil. So I don't give a shit. If they bring back Charlie Cox as Daredevil, I do not care.
Oh, Charlie Cox has to be Daredevil. There's no question about that. Jesus
That's
Christ.
the only thing I care about.
It won't be. I'm sorry.
No. Okay. Now, CJ, I'll agree with you on most other characters.
Listen, I agree with you. I
No.
want more Charlie Cox.
No, he's Daredevil.
I don't feel like you do agree with us, CJ.
That dude is Daredevil. There's
Yes.
no question to me. That dude is Daredevil. I don't even want to hear a conversation about another actor being Daredevil.
I get you. It's just, I'm sorry.
No.
This is what it is.
I agree with you on everybody else, but not him because he's Daredevil.
Here's my other big takeaway, because I have a couple of things I want to bring up about this announcement here, because they took over Comic-Con. But 5 of those shows and movies that I talked to you guys about there are all exclusive to Disney+. And Kevin Feige is working on them and directing them. They're entangled with the MCU, unlike Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which has a loose association with the MCU. These are going to be direct tie-ins. Things that happen in the Loki, in the WandaVision series are going to directly impact her in the MCU movies. So they have really tied into the fact that if you were on the bubble about Disney Plus for whatever reason, if you follow the MCU in any way, shape, or form, or if you just even like the movies and you're not a nerd like us about it, but you just like the movies, you have to watch these shows to get what's going on in the movies. They're really making that case. So Disney Plus just gained just a couple million subscribers that they knew were going to come over anyway, but they just made sure they got their money early. The other thing I thought was interesting was Thor. Talking about Thor, Love and Thunder, we also did get a confirmation that Natalie Portman will be returning to the Thor franchise.
Meh.
Everyone says this when I say this.
I got
love
a big
Natalie
meh.
Portman.
I got a big meh for you.
Okay, what's your
like
meh?
a big giant meh.
Yeah? No one can give me a performance she's not good in. No one can tell me when she was bad.
She's never good. She's never good.
Name a
That's
Natalie
not true.
Portman movie that's
not
bad.
true. She's most of the time
Most
very
of the time,
good.
really good.
Ugh. I don't know.
Just because you don't like whatever, it doesn't mean she's not good.
It's like the Tom Cruise thing. She's good at most things.
You need to understand that when I don't like something, it's basically absolute.
Mm.
Right, yes.
So
I don't need to understand. I know this about you.
Well, we also got Taika Waititi coming back to Thor as well. He has dropped his involvement temporarily for the what was the series, Brian? What was he doing?
It was the movie Akira.
The Akira movie.
I'm a big fan of Taika Waititi.
Dropped out and he's joining the cast again. And we're gonna see Natalie Portman's character with the powers of Thor. I don't know how you do that without Mjolnir, but
is he
whatever.
directing?
Yes, he's directing.
Oh, I like that very much. Is he also going to reprise his role?
Probably.
I like
Yeah,
that.
right?
I as long as Thor is still I don't care if she wields Mjolnir. That's whatever.
But Mjolnir's destroyed.
No, it's rebuilt.
Nope.
No, Captain America took it back into the past with him.
Yep.
Oh.
So we'll see
So
how
they
that
will-
pans out.
They will.
Well, wait. Well, what the
reforge
hell is she
Mjolnir.
gonna? What is she gonna? She's
They
supposed to
will
be Thor.
They'll
Can
ref-
I? Can I? Can I?
Can you
Can I-
finish? Can you?
Just
Can you finish?
Can I
Yeah.
speak?
You can finish.
Because as the resident,
Yeah, as the resident expert, fuck, I'll shut up. Just go.
not expert, resident true believer is what I was going to say. Mjolnir has been destroyed many times, and it has been able to be reforged, and it has been picked up by other people. They'll just probably He's still going to have Stormbreaker. He doesn't need Mjolnir. They're probably going to reforge Mjolnir for Natalie Portman.
Is she
who will just happen to be worthy.
strong enough to pick it up?
Yeah, she's been working out.
I
hitting the gym
don't
a
think
lot,
she's
so yeah.
strong enough, but I think she's worthy.
Oh, I don't-
And
I
you
don't-
now,
well,
sir,
no, I think
can
you
suck
have
the
to-
bag of dicks.
I think
you
she'd
have to
have to
be-
be strong.
Yeah, she's got to hit the
No.
gym.
Yeah.
It's all about strength to pick up Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, have you seen Natalie Portman? She is kind of cut.
Oh, okay. See, so she'll be able to pick it up. Two things absent from this panel with Marvel is Guardians 3, which obviously has probably been a little bit delayed with the fact that James Gunn has his hands full with the Suicide Squad. And the Fantastic Four. Now, Kevin Feige made some really sly comment about it, blah, 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 whatever. They didn't announce it.
Also made slide comments about mutants and, the fact that I own your soul for the next 10 years. Guys, don't tell Cassandra, but I did promise Kevin Feige our firstborn.
Oh, okay.
Just to get the X-Men in the Marvel
Yeah,
Universe.
that makes sense. There is another Disney event coming out this year, D23, where they'll probably talk a little bit more about Guardians, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and the Fantastic Four and X-Men. So, overall, holy crap, Brian, I know when we initially talked, was Comic-Con going to be like, hey, Marvel did it. Well,
Marvel won Comic-Con.
For
oh,
sure.
yeah, 100%.
They always do.
So very interested to hear what you, listener, had to say about all the Marvel projects. Please go check the show notes. You can go ahead and see everything that Marvel announced at Comic-Con. Brian.
Yes, CJ.
You shared a wonderful trailer that has to deal with DC Universe's Harley Quinn.
Yes, I did.
Animated show starring Kaylee
Cuoco.
Thank you, Kaylee Cuoco. Can't say her name all the time. And it brings something new to the comic book series. Fuck. So that was pretty cool. What did you think about the trailer, though, and the animation that's coming out of there?
I mean, the animation is good. I'm not so sure how I feel about Kaylee Cuoco as Harley Quinn just yet.
Really?
Shut up.
Why?
No, she's trying her best, but I hear Tara Strong whenever I think Harley Quinn. It's just like when the first time they cast anybody but Kevin Conroy to voice Batman, I was like,
No, I mean I
don't
get
know.
it, but like she's really an amazing actress.
I didn't say she wasn't.
Well, then
I didn't say that at all.
You got to give her a chance.
I didn't say I wasn't going to give her a chance. I just said
you kind of
yet.
just did. You were kind of like, oh, I'm not convinced.
I legit said I'm not so sure. We'll see. I'm going to watch it. Let's be very clear. I always watch the shit.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You shut your fucking mouth. No. You always plan to
That
watch
statement is categorically ridiculous. and
Let's
false.
be very clear.
it. No.
If it is a comic book property, I will always watch it.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
oh yeah,
On
fucking
an
eventually.
infinite timescale, everyone will watch
At some
everything.
point in time, maybe.
So there was also a final trailer for the Amazon original series, The Boys, which we have talked about many times on the show. Also, they dropped it just a whole day early. Just go ahead and watch the entire series on Amazon Prime. The last trailer, again, if you're not sold on this, that's fine. That's not for you. But then also, what's wrong with you? Go watch this. I'm really excited to probably binge it over the next couple weekends and just kind of get it out. But man, looks super interesting. And if you, listener, have watched it or are interested in the show, please give us your thoughts and mini reviews. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So find us there and tell us what you think. It's now time to talk about TV and movies in a segment that we call Screen to Stream. Listen, I'm not telling you, listener, that you have to watch this movie. I'm not even telling you, listener, that you have to watch the trailer. What I am telling you, listener, is that we talked about this movie and just the trailer is now out. The Fanatic, starring John Travolta. We have a trailer for it. And I watched it. And I watched it, listener, so you don't have to. To which I just said, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah, it
And
was.
I'm not going to see this movie.
It was not fun.
No.
No.
But it's not supposed to be fun. It's a horror movie.
But it's not even like oh, it's a horror movie, yay. It's like, what the fuck was this?
Is it horror or is it a thriller?
It's a thriller.
It's a thriller.
It's a thrower.
And it's well, it was a poorly made trailer.
Yes.
And generally when I see a poorly made trailer, I go, whoa, no. And it's going to be a poorly made movie.
And I honestly can't pick out any other star besides John Travolta.
No,
Like,
it's just...
Okay, so a bunch of nobodies and also another nobody with a bad haircut.
And really, like, how interested are any of us in watching a John Travolta?
Not really. I would have watched this if Nick Cage was in this. If this was Nick Cage, I would be in a fucking theater right now just sitting there going, I'll wait. I'll buy tickets for all the movies.
That is a ridiculous statement, but I appreciate it.
I actually fully support that statement.
Yeah, so now that we've got a shitty trailer, let's talk about an awesome trailer, Zombieland 2 Double Tap.
Oh my God, so good.
I love the fact that they leaned into the fact that all four of this ensemble cast are Academy nominated and one Academy Award winner.
Yep.
In the cast, and then just showed the ridiculousness of it. There's one thing listen, I don't mean to be that guy. I'm going to see this. I want this movie. I'm so excited to see this movie. There's just
been asking for this movie for like 7 years.
That's kind of my problem.
Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, was it too long?
No. I'm thinking I got one other problem, which is a little bit Anchorman 2-esque, which is like there are a lot of cameos in this movie. Like a lot.
Who cares?
And I'm really worried that there's going to be no substance in just the cameo.
Nah, come on.
I love this movie. I want this movie to be good.
Dude, the first one was great.
The first one is so good. I love the first movie. I want to love the second movie. And I will come in with a very happy, positive attitude. I'm just saying, people who made this movie, don't you fuck this up. I want this movie.
Well, if they made this movie and they fucked it up, it's already fucked.
No, they can adjust it. You can do things.
I'm not sure how much you can
comes out this October, does it not?
Hey, I don't need logic, okay? I've made my peace with the fact that I just told them to, set the fuck up.
Jesus Christ.
So make it good. Josh, this next one, I hope this is up your alley. And I hope you don't mean to take any kind of offense to this, but Charlize Theron is going to bring a Fast and Furious meets American Ninja Warrior Netflix reality show. It's called Hyperdrive. And I don't know how I feel about it, but
so here's what I'll say.
Please.
I love Charlize Theron.
Yes.
I thought that Atomic Blonde was outstanding, and if she's going to do more femme fatale shit, no, sign me up.
How do you feel about her role in the Fast and Furious franchise? Is the real question.
No, so she was a really solid villain. Like I felt like she was compelling, she was dangerous, and
because she's returning in the next movie.
She was a fucking psychopath. Like, I mean, that was a ridiculous villain. So if it's that same role,
okay. So
give me all of that. Give me all of that.
So Josh, I'm really gonna let the air out of your tires here.
Right now, no!
Okay?
Don't let the air out of my tires.
I'm sorry. I'm not slashing them. I'm just removing the nubby thing, the cap, and they're slowly deflating over time.
Yeah.
The nubby thing.
Right? Yeah. The nubbins.
I took the thing that nubs.
I took the nubbins off. So here is the elevator pitch for the Netflix reality show Hyperdrive. Yep, you heard me. Elite street racers from around the world test their limits in supercharged custom cars on the biggest, baddest automotive obstacle course ever built.
What?
That sounds dumb.
Wait, what do you mean obstacle course?
I mean an obstacle course, like American Ninja Warrior and Ninja Warrior, where they do an obstacle course, but they're in cars. Yeah.
That's not how street racing works.
What, really? No.
Listen, I spent a lot of time racing cars. I really did. I mean, I had several customized cars. I was the engineer in several other customized cars. Nobody fucking builds an obstacle course. What the fuck?
Josh, I do feel the need to point out someone had to do it first. So
Oh no, I don't.
this is the first one.
No.
Things are
No.
allowed to happen
No.
for the first time.
No.
Called change. I'm told it's healthy.
That's how we got snowboarding.
Listen,
That is how we got snowboarding.
This is not a slalom. You know what I'm saying? Like
It could be though.
No. It can't be, because that's not how street racing works.
Right. We're not saying it's street racing. They're just competitive racers.
Maybe it's not how your street racing works. And I would say
it's also not an off an off-road or a cross tour.
I would call this a street obstacle course.
I don't that's not a thing.
It's the dawn of a new sport, Josh. Get with the times.
Yeah, come on, get hip on this.
You know what? I might actually be into this sport. I love
sport.
cars.
We got right into the sport.
You're basically
Vroom, vroom.
You're basically raising gorillas at this point. Like,
yeah, Vin Diesel. That's what we're talking about, right?
no.
Wait. Did you say I'm raising gorillas or racing?
Yeah, raising them. You're raising them. You're raising them.
Why would I want to raise a gorilla?
You're helping them take over the world because
gorillas.
Yeah, gorillas. Because
well, we did Harambe dirty, so I'm helping them out.
Road obstacle courses are not a thing.
Well, they are now.
But they are now.
On August 21st, 2019, Netflix just poured a shit ton of money into a show called
technically, they probably got done like a couple months ago, so they've been a thing.
I'm jumping off a bridge.
We're behind the times, I guess.
Nope, I'm jumping off a bridge.
This is what's happening. Okay, hold on. How about this? Josh, let me play it back off the edge, okay? We finally got a trailer. Tom Hanks's portrayal of Mr. Rogers and Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Oh my fucking God. I watched that trailer and
cried like a fucking baby.
I'm just sitting
Yes,
on my sofa and crying.
Yep.
You okay?
Like, what on earth? Like,
tears of joy streamed down my face with arms wide open, ready for this movie.
You're trying to bait me. I see what you're doing.
I hate Tom Hanks so much.
Really?
But this trailer was so good.
He's got the mannerisms down.
Oh my God. He's got
goes bong. I'm like, oh dear God. He's
got the whole CJ, I'm just sitting on my sofa crying. I swear to God.
Have you watched Won't You Be My Neighbor?
No,
the documentary yet?
No, because I care about my happiness.
No, it'll make you so happy. I'm serious. It's such an uplifting movie at the end of this. It's fantastic.
I don't know.
It's on HBO.
Yeah, you just have to wait through an hour and a half of just pure depression before you get a nice happy.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of my point.
Nice happy ending.
That's kind of my point. Is like I don't want to wait for the end to be okay about life. Dude, that trailer ruined me. It was so good. I'm so excited for this movie. I would also like to sit in this theater forever. And just keep watching I don't think I'm going to see it.
Oh no!
I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. I don't cry for 90 minutes.
I'm smelling a Patreon movie. That's what I smell. Brian, do you have any attachment to Mr. Rogers? It sounds like you don't care about this movie at all.
No, I care about it. I just didn't cry.
What?
I did not cry.
And then right then we noticed that his heart was just too small.
Yeah. Did your heart shrink 3 sizes that day?
I'll watch it again and not cry. I'll watch it in front of you and not cry.
You'll watch the movie and not cry, won't you?
Bro.
I might. I don't know.
That fucking trailer.
It was great.
It was moving.
Movie looks amazing. Tom Hanks is great. I didn't cry, but that's fine. You guys do you.
No. I don't think Tom Hanks is great. I
Tom Hanks is great.
Shut up.
Your opinion is you hate Tom Hanks. We get it, but Tom Hanks was great. I'm not that emotionally connected to it. I didn't cry. It's a trailer.
You're not that emotionally connected to Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck fucked you up.
What is happening?
Even my MK Ultra training goes, that's fucked up.
Brian,
that's wrong.
I just want to know who hurt you.
Who hasn't? I mean, outside people in this room. Who hasn't hurt me?
I can't believe that. But all right, that's your life. Listener, before we get into the next topic, I just want to say that your support for this show really is what keeps us going every single week. So would you kindly share this episode with a friend, especially if you think they'll like the topics that we discuss? And do us a huge favor, please rate and review us on iTunes. Give us a 5-star rating because you know that we deserve it and we care for you. So thank you so much for your support. I have been holding on to this voicemail since July 9th.
July 9th.
July 9th.
My wife.
From a listener who specifically wanted to talk to you, Josh, about some comments that you made in previous episodes. Let me just roll the clip.
Oh, I'm excited.
Jimmy, roll the clip.
Hello, this is Chip. I'm calling and saying, Josh, you were talking about Motley Crue, and you said that they were better than Black Sabbath.
They are.
I have a problem with that.
Well, you can.
First off, I have to say Motley Crue's first album was fantastic.
Yes.
After that, they slowly went down, but their popularity went up. But I say their quality of music went down.
Nope.
Now, Black Sabbath, first off, they were the first to really create a new genre.
That's true.
So you really can't compare them to Black Sabbath. So, otherwise, I agree with 99.99 what you say. So, all right. Love you guys. Bye.
I like Chip.
I really appreciate the call. And here's the thing. Like, you got to understand, I was born in 1980. Motley Crue was sort of really my first foray into music, period. I didn't get into Black Sabbath until much, much later. I had an older cousin that introduced me to Sabbath. And then, look, I've never seen Motley Crue live. I've seen Sabbath 6 times. I love Black Sabbath. Their catalog for me isn't as good as Motley Crue. That's it. Like it's not about like, are they a better band or whatever? It's just sort of what I grew up with. And Motley Crue was such a big part of my childhood that I can't even compare them to Sabbath. Like it's not even, for me, it's not even close. Like Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, Poison, that was my childhood. And then later into my teenage years, it was Tool and Pantera. And then, obviously like Wu-Tang, hardcore rap, that shit. But like Sabbath is great. And I love Ozzy and I've seen him a bunch. But I can't. I can't ever say that Sabbath is better than Motley Crue. I can't do it. Like I appreciate your call and I understand your opinion. But no. Just no.
I would weigh in on this, but I have zero knowledge of this subject at all. So
I'll weigh in. I'll weigh in.
Oh, please do.
Please.
With my extreme vast of knowledge in the music industry,
you have no knowledge about music whatsoever.
Ozzy Osbourne and things that are black. I know about black things. I agree with Chip.
This is fucking ridiculous.
What I heard was Chip agrees with 99.9% of what you say.
Yeah.
So this is the
which includes some of the ridiculous shit you've said on this show.
I say all kind of ridiculous shit.
Which puts him in the 0.1% of disagreeing with you in that time. Therefore, I agree with Chip's disagreement of you right now.
Chip, I cannot express how much I appreciate your call and your opinion. I just disagree. And I hope you keep listening. I hope you keep calling in. And I hope you reach out to me personally via Twitter or Facebook.
Check the show notes, Chip, and then I'll send you his address, and you can come by personally and tell him how you feel.
Well, we're not going to do that.
I'm not obviously going to do that at all.
Oh,
Never. No way. It is now time for my favorite hobby. I go around the internet, I find the weird, I find the obscure, and I ask these two gentlemen for their tech perspective. So this week's tech perspective comes from us, the world of sports. Just want to get through. Nope, don't really want that. Just want to talk about the sport thing. Oh, God, it sounds like a car that's going over a speed bump at too fast of a speed. There it is. So the headline is this, and Josh, this is I understand every other word. Robot umpire calls first professional baseball game with one hit and no controversy.
One hitch.
Yeah, and no controversy. So what the hell's going on?
This is actually a super interesting topic, right? This is being tested in the minor leagues. The real problem in Major League Baseball is human error, right? So this seems like a good fix. I'm just not.
When we're talking robot umpire, what are we talking about? Like, are we talking about a physical fucking robot out in the middle of the field?
No, it's
or behind home plate.
It's computerized, so it's basically a computerized visuality of the strike zone, and the ball goes in, and the computer says, whether it's a strike or not.
Gotcha, or a ball, or right. I know a sport term. Hey. So I see this umpire, a physical human, wearing what appears to be an AirPod in his ear on a game that's happening in York, Pennsylvania. And that is what's actually like. So a human is calling whatever the robot tells him to say in the ear?
Yeah, I mean, there's a component that is sort of broadcasted to the umpire.
Right.
It's just... I'm a little bit exasperated by it. I'm a baseball purist. I don't think we should remove the umpire.
Okay.
So I get this might be more precise.
So the fact that there was no controversy with this, though, right?
It's in the minor leagues,
right.
Like it's not a thing, right? Like until they float it for the majors, nobody's gonna freak out, right? But the moment they float it for the majors, everybody's gonna freak. So here's the thing about baseball. I mean, we're talking about almost 200 years of history, and the umpire, the line judges, they're a part of the game. So as much as I would like things to be super precise, I don't think you can take away the human impact on the game. So go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question to this. Obviously, I'm not I'm not into sports, right? But I do watch football and the Steelers games with my wife.
Right. My wife.
Thank you. And I've watched several games where a hit wasn't called.
Sure.
A call was played on someone. A flag was called on someone who shouldn't have gotten it, right? And there's instant replays and other things that go into that, and they'll go back later and say, "Oh, that wasn't what was supposed to happen," but it doesn't affect the game correctly, right? So sometimes you get something taken from you or given to you when you shouldn't have. Do you like the idea though of this being there to correct it as maybe a backup system, but not the primary way? Or
I think it's really important to distinguish between football and baseball.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, like football,
we're really talking apples and oranges.
It's way worse. Like the ref calls in football are way worse, way more inconsistent. And in baseball, I mean, you'll get a few strikes called or balls called here or there, but like, I mean, we're talking about a few inches. That's not football. Like, and I'm, I watch all the football. So like football is more about who fucked up and who didn't. Baseball is not about that. Baseball is inches. I mean, I'm talking about, 2-3 inches left or right, up or down. That's why the robot is being tested, because, it could make a difference. It could make a difference in a game. It could make a difference in a series. It could make a difference in the World Series.
Yeah.
And I get it. I'm just not a fan. I'm simply not a fan.
Al Pacino told me that football is also a game of inches. Just saying.
Hey-o.
Look, that is my absolute favorite football movie. Any Given Sunday is the best football movie, period. And I'm not taking anything away from Necessary Roughness. It's just not quite as good.
I think the thing also too about this system, Josh, which I think you can kind of take some solace in, is during the fourth inning, the series just cut out. Right, he lost connection with the AirPods and the phone, and he just called the game like it was a normal game. He was able to call.
That's the fucking thing, is that tech is imperfect, and humans are as well. However, they're present.
Yeah.
Where when your tech fails, you're kind of fucked.
And there's no way in God's green earth that the MLB is going to allow an iPhone and AirPods to be the official equipment to deliver these communications.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like,
it's early days, right?
We have science that shows us the strike zone, and we have umps that are professionals. And yes, some of them are idiots. That's fine. And there's one in particular that I fucking can't stand. But it's baseball. Like, it's been this way for 200 years. How could we depart from that?
Street racing has never had an obstacle course.
Oh my God. I swear to God, if you talk about street racing obstacle courses, I'm going to come over there and kick you in the fucking face.
Hey, listen, I just need you to understand, Josh, that we are living in a new age. We're living in an age of car obstacle courses and jungle gyms in theaters. I mean, anything can happen.
Josh is going to be in the newspaper one day. Old man yells at cloud.
I am. I'm Florida man now. That's me.
Yep. Okay. Listen, Brian and I are not sports fans. Josh, obviously, passionate about this and passionate about baseball as well. So I know a few of you are. And again, That Kind of Nerd is not all about technology and video games and comics. It's about everything that encompasses nerd culture. So if you have an opinion
encompasses
about
technology,
this,
totally.
Ryan,
hey,
just
sports
shut up.
are nerdy. Sports are nerdy.
Right. Baseball is. So if you have feelings on this topic, please be like Chip, call in, tell us your thoughts about it. I would like to keep this conversation going. And as this develops and as this goes through the years, I think it's something that we can kind of keep up with, and we can point out and say, hey, we were talking about that first. But it is also important, ladies and gentlemen, to sometimes realize that there is a product.
I don't think it would really matter unless we were saying, hey, we were investing money in that first. But
sometimes
whatever.
there is a product, a movie, a project, a video game, a board game, whatever. And sometimes we just need to take a closer look at and give the third degree in a segment that we call the nerd degree. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Evelyn Thornton submitted this topic here to our show notes. Saint Noir is an Alexa-powered board game from the Atari founder, and it's up for pre-order. Now, I want to do one thing. I want to read one sentence from this article that's included with this to just put one fear at ease. The Alexa will not be speaking to you during the game because that would be terrible. The Alexa's job is to provide the atmosphere and voice actor performances to take this murder mystery game to an immersive new level. So, Brian, tell me a little bit about this game and why it's something that we need to go ahead and evaluate.
It's a board game that integrates with Alexa for mood and background music, and you can interact with it like as you are trying to solve this crime, I guess. You are interviewing suspects, and Alexa is the suspect.
Like Clue.
I think it's great. You can also play it by yourself. I didn't even read this whole thing. Hold on.
I don't want her listening to anything I say.
Oh well,
she's always listening.
No, that's why I don't have one.
Did you read the article about the HomePod though? It's not any better.
They're all the same.
No, I know it's not any better. And like, I could be 2 rooms away and say to my phone, "Hey Siri, call Brian Thornton." And there they both fucking go.
Josh?
And
I can't talk right now, Josh. I'm recording a podcast.
Both my phone and my HomePod react. Like, I get it. I understand. What I'm saying is, like, I just want to play Monopoly. You know what I mean? Like I just.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. My kids, when we were at my parents' house, were playing a game on the Google Home with their uncle and having a good time playing it with the Google Home, talking to it. It was talking back, and it kept them engaged longer than a game of Monopoly or Chutes and Ladders or Candyland.
First and foremost, Monopoly is the worst game in human history.
Oh, you're out of your goddamn mind. Monopoly is the best game ever.
It's the most terrible thing in the world.
No, I'm with you on this one, Brian. But regardless, it was nice for them because they're younger, right, to get a little feedback from this game. Now, however, this is obviously targeted towards older players, right? Not meant for kids that are my children's age.
So while you two were arguing over automated assistance, was reading this and I'm adding it to cart. Just saying. That's gonna.
All right.
I'm gonna pre-order this right now.
Cha-ching. Thank you. All right.
I'm pre-ordering this right now. And you know what? While I'm at it, I might as well pre-order my copy of Batman Beyond on Blu-ray. So
there you go. Do you have an Alexa? Do you have an Echo device? That's not your soundbar?
Me?
Yes, you.
No, I only have my soundbar.
So you got to buy an Echo.
Well,
I can use my soundbar.
Most people have an Echo. If you listen, yes, Josh. If you
I'm
don't own an Echo,
I'm never gonna have an
this
Echo.
is $39.99. This is a reasonable price to pay for.
I am an Apple fanboy. I will never own an Echo. Not ever.
Here's the thing. I think one day you're going to buy something, Josh, and an Echo's just going to be in it. Whether you want it or not, it's just going to be there.
Then I'm going to throw it away.
Because it's in fucking microwaves now. So like it's everywhere.
Then I'm gonna throw it away. If somebody fucking sends me an Echo, I'm throwing it away.
Oh God, listeners. One of you I know is got a good deal on Prime.
What if it's just like a little tiny Echo Dot? Those things are cute.
Nope.
Really nice.
Throwing it away. I don't.
You know what?
I think I might get one.
Maybe I'll just order an Echo Dot right now.
Not ever. I use Apple products.
So Brian, being that this was your topic, right, and your
First
suggestion,
off, don't put that evil on me.
What would we're on the normal scale that we use every single time that we do Nerd Degree, and it never changes.
Yeah.
What would you rank this?
I mean, I'm pre-ordering it right now. I'm confused. How would I rank something that I'm?
Yeah,
buying?
He's already buying it.
I'm already buying it.
I would rank this as a messy shit in the morning.
Oh, you have to take a shower after that.
You basically have to fucking pack it in and go back to bed.
I don't know why you put this in Nerd Degree. You both hate board games. Y'all are crazy.
I think this is pretty cool. I don't hate
really
board games. I don't hate board games.
I play chess every night. So I wouldn't say I hate board games. I just hate stupid board games.
You're the worst.
Yeah, but you like Monopoly. Whatever.
I would rate this as finding a candlestick in the billiard room and not knowing who used it.
So you're 2 out of the 3. You're like so close to winning the game.
That's right.
You're such a dick.
I'm on board for the game, but I would have to buy an Echo, and I don't have one. That is our scale, goddammit, Josh. Would you kindly?
No, I was very clear about a messy shit in the morning.
Standard unit of measure.
Standard unit of measure.
Getting the last piece in my Trivial Pursuit wheel and heading into the middle hub.
Oh. Right. And Josh is playing a really sick board game.
I am. One where they take messy shits in the morning.
And listeners, we have one more topic for today. We actually have a very special guest. Joshua, why don't you tell us a little bit about who we will be talking to about their recent trip to an arcade?
Christian and a friend of his this evening went out to like an arcade and did a bunch of nerdy stuff. And he came home super excited. So if it's cool with you guys, I'd really like for him to take the mic for a minute and talk about his experience.
Hello, this is Christian Burns, resident chess champion of the Burns household.
I don't like you.
Shots fired. Wow. That's just how we're going to start this off, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
All right, sir. I was told that we've had the experience of you visiting an arcade recently. Guide us through this, man. Tell us exactly what the journey was all about.
So we went into the arcade and we started playing some games. I was looking around to see what kind of games there were. stuff like ice hockey, which I played with my friend. There was also retro games like Galaga, Miss Pac-Man, Burger Time, Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I got the high score in Donkey Kong Jr.
Ooh, that is impressive.
Yes, I thought it was impressive too. I knocked my friend off the leaderboard.
Wait, hold on. So not only was it a savage move of getting on the top score, but you knocked him off of the list?
Yeah, he was 5th, and then I got 5th.
Oh, so you just took him just straight out.
Yeah, I'm just like...
So I know that primarily your experience with video games is with consoles.
Yeah.
So right now, what is thy console of choice?
PlayStation 4.
But what other consoles do you have in the house?
We have...
Just PlayStation 4 because he's smart, CJ.
Yes.
We have a PlayStation 4. We have an Xbox, but it doesn't work anymore, which is weird. I have the NES, the SNES, and the PlayStation Classic.
Okay, so it's not like you haven't been exposed to older games, but at the same time, I know that playing them in an arcade setting is quite different than playing in a house.
Yeah, because it's different controls too.
Right. So, what was it like playing a game in like a cabinet form, which is what they're called, versus doing something like a PlayStation? What was like your biggest like thing of going, oh, this is weird or this is different than playing on a PlayStation?
I thought that it was interesting because different controls means different experience equals different way of playing a game. So I thought that it was cool knowing that I was playing a game that probably most of my friends have never played before.
Now, what about the fact that it's limited in the scope of what you're able to do, right? That this isn't 3D stuff. This isn't this isn't like third person hovering. We're talking side scrolling or like 2D kind of games. So what was the adjustment of going from like PlayStation 4 to this?
It was pretty smooth, not like I don't know how to operate this thing.
Now, my other question is this. If you could take some of the games that you played today and make a PlayStation 4 version of them, take it up to the next level, which game did you enjoy the most that you would want to play on a modern console?
Donkey Kong Jr.
Donkey Kong Jr. So that's a tricky game, right?
Yeah.
So this is a game where professionals play it. The record books on this are very highly touted. There's also a fantastic documentary about it called Donkey Kong: A Fistful of Quarters. But that's a game.
Wait. It's called A Fistful of Quarters?
Yes. So
because it's an arcade game.
Because it's an arcade game.
Yes.
Did you have to buy tokens or did you use quarters to play this game?
We didn't even. It was like free play.
Oh, it was what?
Oh my gosh.
It was free to play?
Where is this place, Christian?
Merchant Square.
Okay. Thank you.
Brian's like,
Appreciate
and
that.
I will be going there very shortly.
Near the bowl.
I'm writing it down.
Near the bowling alley. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
I
so it
got
was
you.
free to play. So you didn't have to do tokens or anything else like that.
No.
That's so interesting. I had no idea that was the case.
Yeah.
All right, so Donkey Kong Jr. is a game that we like to take over to the PlayStation 4. What was enjoyable for you that Donkey Kong Jr. could take the crown of best arcade game that you played today?
I liked how difficult it was that Mario's sending out piranhas, so I can get through the level too easy. So, if I could take this into a PS4 game, I'd make the piranhas be like Koopa Troopas and mushrooms from Mario, but kind of make them more interactive and move around more and pick up fruits from that you drop on them. I would want to pick up a fruit and like be able to gain like energy or heal with the fruits. 'Cause
Right.
Gorillas eat fruits. And if I could throw them instead of just drop them.
You would, if you could chuck them, you would get more out of it.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of the game mechanics of modern gaming, people notice that there are more patterns now when it comes to like boss battles and for bigger enemies, right? It becomes a little bit of, I know how that enemy reacts because they do a certain pattern.
Yeah.
Did you find any of that in some of those old school games, or did you find it to be a little more difficult because it didn't have the dynamic?
Yeah, it's kind of more random, which I thought was interesting because you would expect it to be more random in an older game to create kind of the same algorithm to program the game to make it go quicker or...
Sure. So if they would scale it down, it would be optimized to run better on like older stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you find it repeated patterns of the villain, which makes it easier to defeat them, the bosses, in newer games. Like, I'll give you an example. In the Spider-Man game on the PS4, I was facing Dr. Octopus, and he did the same pattern. He would electrocute the floor. I needed to jump up.
Right.
And he would bring his claws out and try and grab me, so I would try and hit a weak spot on him.
Right.
Tried web sling him up, then kick in the face. Yeah.
And you didn't see a lot of the same things repeated.
Christian, I just want you to describe the Spider-Man game from beginning to end because CJ can't play it.
Yes, I can't play it. I'm so sorry.
You can't play it?
I have an Xbox. I don't have a PlayStation.
Oh,
so
that
this is
sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. What was your least favorite thing about going to this arcade? What was the thing you're just like, wow, I hope I don't have to deal with that again?
I wouldn't say I was unhappy, but I wouldn't say that it wasn't like it didn't drag down the experience, but like 2D, how everything was flat and I couldn't move around. Like in the Spider-Man game, I can web sling through all the 5 boroughs of New York, but in this I can just walk forward, and even if it's Mario, I can't even walk backwards. So
hey, I have a question. I have a follow-up question to that question.
Please.
Christian,
yes,
you keep referencing the newest Spider-Man game, which is amazing.
Yep.
I think we can both agree, right? Best game of 2019,
yeah,
clearly.
easily.
A story, a game like that, you have a story, right? You have a mission. You're heading to accomplish something, whether it be save Mary Jane from X villain or activate these towers, things like that, right?
Yeah.
When you're playing a game like Donkey Kong Jr., there's really no story. It's just you want to try to get the highest score possible. Did you find that boring?
No, because it seems more difficult because I'm trying to get the key from Mario to unlock the cage that keeps Donkey Kong. And the farther you go on, the more difficult it gets. Like, I go on to the next level, and there are birds that I now need to avoid.
Or what the hell with those birds, right?
I gotta deal with piranhas first, and then now birds.
All right, so let me ask you this. Again, we talked about what you have liked, the differences between PS4 and the older games now. Knowing that you've been playing some of the games that your dad played when he was probably a teenager or a little bit younger, what do you think is the best part about these games and the worst part? Is it really just those graphics, and is that really it?
The graphics is definitely the worst part because it's pixely. Sometimes it's hard to avoid like attacks. And if I'm playing these games on a console, like on the NES, playing Mario, I press jump, and then I get killed, and like 5 seconds later, he jumps. It's
Right.
late reaction. But I think the best thing was how I can try and aim to the high scores.
Right.
Like, if I do it on a console, I can't. There's no high scores. It's just me playing over and over. But if I play cabinet, like you referred to before,
Yep.
I can try and beat other people's scores, and maybe a person who got the top score was a professional, and then I beat them, and I have an achievement in my life.
That's half the appeal of playing this back in the day in an arcade was you would put your initials in when you get a top score, and you go back the next week, and it's still there, and you're like, yes, I have made a mark on the history.
That being said, Christian, we're bros.
Yep.
I care about you, right?
Yep.
You're a good kid.
Virtual fist
I'm
bump.
going to that arcade and I'm taking out your high score. Just saying.
Oh.
I'm gonna follow you skulking in the shadows like Batman. I'm just gonna be like,
I'm just going to target him like that?
not today. I'm gonna you walk in. I'm gonna jump in front of Donkey Kong and like put tape,
Oh, so I can play any arcade cabinet but that?
but except Donkey Kong Jr.
Okay.
That's off limits.
All right.
Off limits.
Well, it sounds like to me you found a favorite arcade game. You're a fan of lists, so you tell me, what were your top 3 games that you played?
So people are like, actually, people are finally following my lists and not saying that I'm annoying. Father.
Christian, I think you have a beautiful future for BuzzFeed, but for right now, what are the top 3 arcade games you played?
So Donkey Kong Jr. being number 1, Galaga being number 2, and the third one is being it's like tied between Dig Dug and Burger Time.
Okay. All right.
Burger time. God, man.
I
that takes me
approve of
back.
all of those choices.
Last question I have, Christian. This is the last one for you. If you could make the plea for kids your age to go play an arcade, go out there and play an arcade rather than just playing online on PlayStation and Xbox, what do you think would be the thing that other kids your age would enjoy about playing these kinds of video games?
So kids my age are very competitive, hence Fortnite. But they would try to get the high scores, like any means necessary, if it means like breaking the game. The competitiveness wins, so probably high scores.
So high scores, leaving your initials on the cabinet game and coming back the next week to see if you still hold the crown.
Yeah, and if you do, you can start crying tears of joy, and if you have it for a month, you can just like declare yourself the victor. Then,
So only a month is required. Awesome.
and then,
All right.
and then if it's a year, you can just say you're a pro gamer. Then,
Dude, I'm so a pro gamer now then.
yep.
So a pro gamer. Thank you for that validation, Christian. I appreciate that.
There are cruising worlds out there that still have the initial CJM on them, so you best watch out.
Yeah, that's cruising world. Whatever.
You leave that alone. All right.
CJB's gonna rule the world. CJB, my initials, rule the world.
Gonna rule the world. All right, Christian, thank you so much for
Thank you,
talking with us
Christian.
about this. This is an amazing conversation. We appreciate it, man.
Yes, thank you for having me. I have been wanting to be on this podcast ever since it first started.
Oh.
Oh, we appreciate it, man. Glad we can make it happen.
Yep, thank you for having me. Bye.
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 That kid's got talent. You put him in the pictures, you see? You put him in the pictures.
Thanks again for doing that. Like,
Hey.
it means the world to him.
Yeah, no problem.
And he does. He fucking killed it.
Of course he did.
Well, listener, thank you so much for making us your walk around your neighborhood or your drive to work. But again, I've got some homework for you. Again, please share this episode with a friend because sharing is the ultimate internet currency, and we thank you for your donation. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram so you can learn what's going on with the show. And patrons, you wonderful people over on Patreon, we have posted the poll for what movie we're going to see from the Blockbuster. So if you want to have a say as to what we're going to do for an exclusive spoiler cast, go to patreon.com/thatkindofnerd.
Oh yeah, and Chip, keep it coming.
Yeah, please, Chip. That was fun to hear from you. And Chip, you know what? For you today, buddy, thank you so much for making us your walk around your neighborhood or your drive to work. We'll talk to you next week.
Well, welcome to the club because you are that kind of nerd.
Josh, did you listen to my analysis of the Fast and Furious franchise, by the way?
Please tell me you did.
Because I tried to defend you.
So I did, and I took notes.
I want to make it a t-shirt. I want to make the whole thing a t-shirt.
I took notes because I started screaming uncontrollably, and I'll share some of those notes.
Oh my god, he actually has.
Oh no,
Guys,
I know.
Listener, I want you to know he's pulling up his phone and he is scrolling.
Oh, I've got
Like, there-
notes.
There is a lot of fun action going on.
I've got notes called follow up.
Oh gosh. Okay, let's do this now. Let's just make this happen.
Yeah. Jay and Silent Bob. It's gonna be amazing. And
It's gonna be great. Val Kilmer, by the way, I saw Val Kilmer in it.
right.
Very good.
Brian. And I know you've addressed this, but fucking 3 cubed. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Let's see. First 5 are bad.
I never said that.
Oh my God. You, yeah, there was that. There was that.
I never said
You
that.
said that's when they got good.
Tokyo Drift was the 3rd one.
That does not imply that they were bad. That
You
just
meant
means
the
that's when they got really
4th
good.
one.
No, Tokyo Drift's the
third.
3rd one.
Yep. It's Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, and then Tokyo Drift.
Paul Walker was the car guy. The series became an action series. Like,
Yeah, I said that.
Like at 5.
4.
At 5.
Nah, at 4.
All right.
Halfway through 4.
Nah, it was still. I mean, no.
Whenever The Rock
no,
came in,
4,
that's
4,
when-
4 was a car movie. 5 was when The Rock joined, and that's when it became an action series.
Yeah, but they were
Okay.
dragging a safe around. Wherever
also-
that country was.
And like, I hate to be the grammar police, but
Here we go.
it's for not for not. Not Naughght.
Who said that? Me or CJ?
You said it.
I'm enjoying
all
this.
for now.
And
None of this is-
and it made my fucking brain hurt.
Brian, don't spit on this cupcake and tell him it's frosting.
That's that's Brian's least favorite thing in the world. So I appreciate you saying it. But it's Brian's least favorite thing in the world. And without further ado, we can get back to the Blockbuster now that I've aired all my grievances. Artisanal designs.
Yes. I don't know what that means, but again, I know there's cheese involved.
Not necessarily, because I have some artisanal honey in my.
I'm sure it's got cheese in it, Brian.
No, but it is still in.
I'm sure there's
artisanal.
some cheese.
That's what the sign said, at least. Homegrown, artisanal, dark chocolate honey. It's delicious.
Dark chocolate honey.
It's fantastic. Josh, you come over. I'll make you some tea with this honey.
All right.
It's soothes the throat, but little nice little sweet hint to it.
It's honey. Shouldn't it always be
quite-
sweet?
Quite
you getting
delightful.
bitter
No.
honey?
I cannot believe we're talking about this honey right now.
Only the kind of sweet that you get from dark chocolate. You know how dark chocolate is sweet, but a little bitter at the
Savory.
same time.
It's savory.
It
Yes.
is the Brian Thornton of chocolate.
So it's trashy. Nobody likes it. Let's move on.
Oh, you're so funny. Ha. I don't think I want to do the Blockbuster anymore.
Oh my
All
god,
right.
I'm
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
dying.
now time to talk about
I'm-
the world of comic.
I'm dying. I'm dying. Nothing's working tonight. My bad, dude.
Not your bad. I could tell your kid's not competitive at all. Not like his father in any way.
Nope. Not at all.
He's fucking.
Just like, what's your favorite thing? Being number one.
he's
I always will be number one.
he's a clone. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. I mean, I love him to death. But I will say that he has checkmated me twice this week, and I don't like it. and you know what? Like, he's the best kid ever. I don't like having anyone as competitive as I am in the house. And he is at least as competitive as I am. And oh man, it's bad. Like, I don't know. I can't even describe it. Like, the dude, he, like me, hates losing more than he loves winning. And it's ridiculous.